In the mid-1920s, when silent films ruled Hollywood, Greta Garbo stood at the height of fame, wrapped in fur coats and mystery, her face considered the most famous in the world, even though she would spend half her life trying to hide it. Decades later, on a rainy afternoon in Manhattan in 1985, a tall woman in a plain trench coat hurried down 52nd Street, looking like any retiree, until a photographer's flash caught her eyes for one brief second, revealing the haunting gaze the world had never forgotten. This was the Garbo manhunt, a game paparazzi played for 50 years, all because one woman decided that being the biggest star alive was not worth losing her soul. Greta Garbo did not begin as a goddess. Born Greta Louisa Gustafsson in 1905, she grew up in deep Swedish poverty in a cold, overcrowded apartment, surrounded by illness and loss. When her father died, she was just 14, forced into hard labor to survive, and that early fear of instability never left her. Even when she earned millions, she counted pennies like someone waiting for disaster. Her famous unreadable face was learned early, a shield against a world that preys on weakness. Her discovery was legendary. Working as a department store clerk, she caught the attention of director Moritz Stiller, who reshaped her completely, changing her body, her discipline, and her name. When MGM brought her to Hollywood, she arrived uncomfortable, isolated, and resistant to fame. She refused publicity, hated posing, and rejected the starlet image. But when the camera rolled, something extraordinary happened. Paired with John Gilbert, Garbo ignited a romance so intense it felt dangerously real. Gilbert fell deeply in love, proposing again and again, but Garbo always walked away, perhaps knowing that marriage would cost her independence. As her fame grew, she withdrew even more. She stopped interviews, refused autographs, and demanded privacy, so strict it bordered on legend. By pulling back, she became a myth. Off-screen, her life sparked endless speculation, relationships with women like Mercedes da Costa, rumored affairs with Marlene Dietrich, and intense bonds with powerful men, yet no one ever truly possessed her. When sound films arrived, critics predicted her downfall. Instead, her voice only deepened the mystery. Films like Anna Christie, Queen Christina, and Camille cemented her as untouchable. But Hollywood changed, censorship tightened, and when her final film Two-Faced Woman failed, Garbo simply disappeared. At 36, at the peak of fame, she walked away without explanation. For the next 50 years, Greta Garbo lived quietly in New York, walking the streets in disguise, avoiding cameras, fueling rumors of espionage, eccentricity, and loneliness. She never married, never explained herself, and never returned. When she died in 1990, the world mourned a woman who had been absent for half a century. Greta Garbo became immortal not by being everywhere, but by choosing to be nowhere. You only ever saw what she allowed, and the rest she kept for herself. Her documentary tone. Just say the word.